What's going on, everybody? I received some very sad news around 2:30 today. Ozzy Osbourne, the most inspirational, badass king of darkness, has passed away. Today, I'm going to honor Ozzy Osbourne by telling you how he impacted myself as a wonderful person who's creative, and it really inspired me to be who I am today, and it's the reason why I love heavy metal. Well, one of the many reasons why I love heavy metal is because of him, but he also is the king of darkness, and I love all aspects, Halloween and stuff like that, but it's mostly about being creative and what creativity can inspire one another to create a world and a phenomenon of music. I am Sasha Boss, and today is the video where I have to say goodbye to Ozzy Osbourne. I first received the news that Ozzy Osbourne mysteriously had passed away. I was so struck by that. I thought it was fake. I immediately Googled it and said died. And Google could also be wrong because I thought AI, AI Google. So then I scrolled through Instagram and received the word from Rob Zombie himself, the one, the only Rob Zombie, that he has officially passed away. And it really sucked because he had his final performance not too long ago, a couple of weeks, and a lot of my favorite musicians were there performing and tributing to him. And it just was a really emotional, brutal thing just to see him go through that. But he had an excellent performance. I was wishing him the best and everything he does. I support Ozzy through thick and thin. I wasn't really a fan of his reality television show. I just found out about it a couple days ago, actually, and I'm really enjoying that. But Ozzy has inspired so many of my favorite things about heavy metal. Is like the creativity of a band, the way the lyrics really speak to one another, and that's why I got into Metallica and other artists, just because Ozzy Osbourne. Without him, we wouldn't have heavy metal, and he brought in so much light in the world of heavy metal. He's like the one artist I kind of look back on just for inspiration of classic rock. He's not just a heavy metal artist, he's a rock and roll artist. And Ozzy, for me personally, he's the one that I go to from time to time when I need a throwback record or something kind of nice to clean the room, clear your headspace a little bit, and Ozzy just does that to me. He's just one of those most important people to me, and I'm really fortunate that I had a pleasure learning everything about him, and it just really breaks my heart that he passed away. I know everyone out there is talking about Ozzy Osbourne. It's so hard to go through my Instagram, my social medias, just to witness Ozzy Osbourne, and I just want to put out this little video putting the condolences for the Osbournes and their families, especially all the bands who were inspired by Ozzy Osbourne and everyone else in the heavy metal community who Ozzy was. For me, he just was a inspiration and icon for being creative, and a person that I look up to from time to time as the king of darkness and the king that really brought me into heavy metal, and the reason why I love heavy metal today, because his sets were gorgeous, and his band just was wonderful, from Black Sabbath to all the way up to Ozzy Osbourne from his self-titled days. Fun fact about Ozzy Osbourne: the first time I ever listened to Crazy Train, which kind of got me hooked, was the game Madden. I was like Madden 13, Madden 12 on the Nintendo DS. Leave in the comments if you guys remember that. But yeah, it just really breaks my heart to hear this news, and I'm just very sorry for everyone. I know we can get through this, guys. Ozzy Osbourne is the true badass king of darkness. And I always love you, Ozzy. This is for you, man. I love you. And I want to say thank you for everything you did out there for us, Ozzy. You were the best, and I cannot believe you bit the head off the bat. That was one of the coolest things you've ever done in your career, and that's one of the reasons why I got hooked on you. And I just love watching everything about you and learning about you, and just thank you for inspiring the generations of heavy metal to come. So horns up for Ozzy Osbourne, and hail the king of darkness. Thanks for watching, and as always, I am Sasha Boss.